Welcome back, everybody. My name is Lindsay, and this is Little Helpful Files. We are getting into another mini savings challenge today. I'm going to get everything set up, and we're going to go ahead and get into the video. All right, y'all, so we've had a much better week. I did have a rough day on Wednesday that I didn't feel well, but aside from that, so much better. So I'm feeling a lot of relief, I guess, from that. And just, yeah, today's been really good. I am going to go through the mini savings. I have a Bible verse I want to read and discuss on, and then I'm going to wrap this up. It's going to be a shorter video because my husband and the kids are checking on the chicks, so I'm trying to do this while they are tending to them. 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 85, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, and 100. Y'all, you should be proud of me. I actually got change this time. I swapped out from some of the envelopes. So since we moved, it is a little bit challenging because we actually don't have our bank that we use here locally. So the town that we go over to, you know, where all my family lives, I can go to the bank there, but it's not as easy. So normally I'm just getting cash like out of the ATM if I have to. So that is the reason why it's like a little bit harder to have change. And I just kind of have to be more mindful of taking that out of the envelopes and swapping out because it's much easier when I actually have the change. All right, so November Savings Challenge, we're putting in, I think, 30 in this, and then I owe $5 in the next envelope. So I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. Let's see. And again, if you guys have been following along, I am using the monthly Bible verse challenges to go towards those Bible giveaways. So this will be, like I said, to put towards the November one, which I usually announce at like the beginning of the next month. So we will go ahead and get this colored in. Okie dokie. So we, like I said, are doing 30 in here. I thought this color looked good with the back. It kind of coordinates. And I also wanted to show you guys the mug I got. So the Daily Grace, I got points and I was able to do a little birthday shopping that I got in. Oh gosh, are you gonna be able to see it? So it says Delight in Jesus, and this mug is really cute. It actually has, I don't know if you can see, but it has blue flecks. And I just thought it was so beautiful. And you all know I love my mugs and I love coffee and tea. So I did treat myself to that, but I also purged a lot of mugs when we moved, so I felt okay doing it. But you guys can get the, oh, my Sharpie's over here. You guys can get the $5 off your order at the Daily Grace Company if you guys use my code and the link in the description. So make sure that you check that out, especially with holidays coming up. Those are some really awesome opportunities. You guys could get some really cool devotionals or Bible study packets. All of the products are just beautiful, and I really, really, really enjoy them. They have really pretty pens, and anyway, so you guys should make sure that you add that to your list if you're looking for some really great Christian, scriptural focused gifts for holidays. So let's see how much we got here. We've got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40, 60, 70, 80. So 180 here. So that's perfect. We're halfway through. So that's all I'm doing for this one. And you guys, I messed up again. I did not do my scratch off first. I mean, it's just too hard. It's too hard for me to remember. I even had it sitting here and I still forget. But that's okay. Before we get into the scratch off though, I do want to read from 1 Corinthians. So I had marked this spot. I was actually reading in here the one day, and it made me think of something my son said before we moved. So I just wanted to read it to you guys and just share this because I thought it was such an amazing and powerful statement he made, as being a 6-year-old. So it's 1 Corinthians, let's see, 1, and we're at 22, so 22 to 25. Jews demand miraculous signs, and Greeks look for wisdom. But we preach Christ crucified, a stumbling block to Jews and foolishness to Gentiles. But to those whom God has called, both Jews and Greeks, Christ the power of God and the wisdom of God. For the foolishness of God is wiser than man's wisdom, and the weakness of God is stronger than man's strength. And that's where, the Bible talks about when we are weak, we are strong in Christ. That's where the strength of God shines through, and that's why Paul boasts about his weakness, and it is very, very true. But I wrote in here how great God is. And when we went to the ocean before we left, because we used to live at the ocean, now we live in the mountains, but before we left, Ian went, and he was with my husband, and he looked out into the vast, vast ocean and was like, wow, that is so incredible and so big. And he was just like, if the ocean is that big and amazing, can you just imagine how amazing and miraculous and wonderful our God is? And I just thought it was so amazing and beautiful for him to say something like that, and it wasn't the first time that he was at the ocean. He goes to the beach all the time. We would be there, frequently and constantly, but he just had that moment of realization to not even being able to comprehend how just incredible the Lord is. He kind of had that aha moment looking out to the vast ocean that you can't see the end of, that just goes on forever, and that is how God is. And that is what I've had to remind myself, that it's okay for the weaknesses, that I've had, or the foolishness. Hopefully in all of that, God is going to be exalted even more, and that he'll get all the glory and the praise and the honor, because I can't even tell you how many things we've seen, as we've been through these tests and these trials and these struggles, and the Lord just continues to provide so many amazing blessings. I don't know if I shared with you guys, I think I did, about the dishwasher leaking and we had to rip up all the floor, but we were able to go on and buy flooring on Marketplace for $1 a square foot, and this flooring is very expensive. It's $7 or $8 normally. It's the LVP. It was really an amazing, fantastic deal. And I mean, we have such a small square footage because our kitchen and our entryway is not that big, but it was just beautiful to see the Lord again provide, and he's continued to do that even though we've had struggles with getting the chicks, and we've had something new every day. And my husband didn't quite listen to the voice to say, let's wait. The Lord kind of told him we weren't going to be getting chicks right away and we should wait. And we were eager, and he went ahead and ordered them. And we have seen the struggles in doing that or trying to do that on our own. But at the same time, the Lord has provided. Family, friends were able to give us a straw for free that we needed. And we've just had so many moments of blessings come through where it's praise the Lord. He takes care of us. He provides for us. Even when we stumble, even when we mess up, right? He always shows us that he is there. And if we go to him and continue to seek him and his will in it, he'll correct us. He is a good father, and he disciplines, and it's just beautiful. It's beautiful to see. And so I'm just always grateful and glad to be able to share that and, boast about the Lord through all of our struggles and all of our mishaps through this process. All right, so this one, we have 28. So it's going to use up some of my change, but that is okay. I'm not doing all my challenges today. I'm not filling all of them, just to make it a little bit easier, especially because I knew that I needed to put a bigger chunk towards my November one. All right, so that wraps up that one. Now I do want to do my Sudoku. So I was going to do, I think the one I was going to do here, and then 5 to complete that. And then I believe I needed a 2 here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 8. I wonder if I can do, well, now which other one am I doing? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's see if I can find where the 5, so the 5 has to go here. All right, perfect. So I kind of have been doing this to try to help myself know that I've actually filled it in, because sometimes I'll write these down beforehand. But, so what do we have? 13 that we're gonna put in the Sudoku one, 5, 10, 13, yeah, okay. So let me get that binder out. 13 going in here, and that gives us I think 24 left. Just gonna stick that in the back. It's not very organized, but I will organize that later. All right, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So we're gonna do 4 in my Bible challenge, which we have Amos. So Amos is worth 4. So we're gonna go ahead and stick that in there and color this in. Whoop. And I don't know if you guys saw, I do have to still update my sinking funds. I have totally been putting that off with our finances just being so crazy. It's been really hard for me to get everything wrapped around with what our new bills and all are going to be. But I did do a debt overcomer bundle on Etsy. So make sure you check that out. It does have a mortgage and a rent option in there. But then it has 6 other challenges. So you'll be able to kind of utilize that depending on what you need, you know, mortgage or rent. And we are putting 20 in here, so we're going to go ahead and fill out transformed and get this challenge. Ooh, that's dark purple. So this is supposed to be purple. It kind of looks, shows up really dark. Oh well. All right, I'm going to fill this in. But I would love to hear what you guys are all doing with Thanksgiving coming up. We're going to be hosting, and hopefully we'll have flooring in, but if not, it's okay. It's not a big deal because we still have subfloor and it's just family coming, so everybody will be understanding. And we're excited because we always do a smoked turkey. So I don't know if you guys have ever done a smoked turkey like in a smoker, but it is our absolute favorite way to do it, and it always just tastes so delicious, keeps it nice and juicy. And Thanksgiving is my favorite meal. Like, I could eat Thanksgiving meal multiple times a year. And I love pumpkin pie, which we did end up having one the other day when my sister and her children came over. It was delicious. My dad, my stepmom ended up coming over, so it was awesome. And I just love me some pumpkin pie. I would love to know what you guys are doing, how you're celebrating. And as always, if you need prayer for anything, please reach out. Please let me know. And I thank you guys so much for hanging with me and being here today. Hopefully I'll get that video up soon. I can update you guys with the sinking funds. And I wanted to kind of update and show how I'm going to set up my new budget because everything we're doing is so very different. But until then, I pray that y'all have a blessed rest of the week. And I will see you guys in the next video. God bless. Love ya.